I, Gepard Landau, captain of the Silvermane Guards, order you to relinquish your futile resistance. Move carefully.
That Sampo cheated us all. Wait till I get my hands on him.
Suspect, relinquish your resistance.
So I'm a criminal, huh? Forget Sampo. Wait until I get my hands on you!
Don't hesitate.
I'm asking the questions. Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision!
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
It's too late to repent. The time is now.
0 points. Next. Do you have answers? Never stop thinking. Fail. Get out.
This ends here!
Can't be.
And the prime suspect? The one with the blue hair?
Apologies, Captain. We lost him during the pursuit. We can't find his footprints.
No matter. We have his accomplices. He'll be close by, plotting his next move.
Yeah, we'd never team up with someone like him. I'm not trying to talk our way out of this, but we're not friends with that scoundrel. Did you see how fast he ditched us? We rescued him from the snow out of the kindness of our hearts. We had no idea he might be using us to get past you.
I'm a captain, not an adjudication panel. As a Belobog citizen, you have the right to defend yourself, but that can only take place under the scrutiny of the architects, not now. Take them away.
But we're not from Belobog.
Silence! What kind of nonsense are you?
As you were. We must not be tempted into careless judgment. Look at their relics. We've never excavated anything like them before. And I haven't seen anything similar in our museums.
Exactly! And we even have photos! You've probably never seen what your planet looks like, right? I took this one. Behold, Yarilo 6.
You mean to say that this white ball that's here, that's our home? How can that...
It is said that a long time ago, strange visitors from beyond the sky would visit us here. But that after the eternal freeze, the blizzards made passage impossible. And Belobog would cease to witness such arrivals.
But these people are...
This decision is beyond us. If what they say is true, then only the Supreme Guardian may decide their fate. Our job is to present them before her, nothing more. Outsiders, follow me. Belobog lies beyond this blizzard. Welcome to Belobog, the city of preservation.
It feels like it got a bit warmer.
That's because you're in Belobog, the last bastion of humanity.
Last bastion?
700 years ago, monsters from beyond the sky set the world ablaze. The land was turned to scorched earth, with raging infernos and billowing towers of smoke stretching beyond the horizon. In the midst of the conflict, the eternal freeze descended without warning. Suddenly, sweeping winds brought blizzards which buried the invading legion. Belobog was all that remained. The steadfast architects built this city. Under the protection of Qlipoth, the preservation, Belobog remains forever warm in the face of unrelenting cold.
He's sure saying some weird stuff.
Marked change in tone. It sounds like he's quoting from a historical record.
Uh-huh. So why is he telling us all this?
You wanted to know.
We saw strange creatures outside the city. They must have come from a Terran-corroded space. A fragmentum, correct?
How do you... That's right. Out there in the blizzard, there are still many threats, including the monsters you saw. The Silvermane guards are continuously engaged with the enemy, but I'm afraid the situation is bleak. After your meeting with the Supreme Guardian, I would like to consult you on this matter. We're here. This is Qlipoth Fort, the heart of Belobog and headquarters of the Architects. The saviors of humanity. Long before the arrival of the Eternal Freeze, the Architects braved the doubts and derision of the people, never wavering from their construction of its defenses. History has proven that their decision was the correct one. The Architects named this fortress after Qlipoth, Aeon of Preservation. Under their direction, humanity has withstood external enemy attacks and held off the Eternal Freeze. Even today, we resist the Fragmentum's corrosion. This fortress is also the residence of the Supreme Guardian.
The Supreme Guardian?
The leader of Belobog, elected and appointed by the Architects. The Supreme Guardians have watched over this city for generations, sheltering the people from harm. The current Guardian is Madame Cocolia Rand. Every major strategic decision is issued by her.
Whoa, she sounds like a big deal.
I will now bring you to see Madame Cocolia. Please, have your words at the ready. Her time is precious, so she prefers concise communication.
We're gonna see her right now? Can I at least find a place to freshen up first?
Let's not waste time. No one will notice.
I've dispatched a messenger to send word. Madame Cocolia will be aware of your arrival. Come with me.
But that's a meaningless sacrifice. How can you...
You may leave, Bronya. Visitors have arrived.
Yes, Mother.
Madam Guardian, I have brought 3 outsiders to see you.
The messenger informed me. Well done, Gepard. You may leave. Welcome, visitors from beyond the Eternal Freeze. Or perhaps I should say, from beyond the sky, no? I am Cocolia Rand, Belobog's Supreme Guardian. I would be grateful if you could tell me why you have come. Do you wish me to doubt it? Or perhaps you're not confident in that identity yourself? No, I do not doubt it. I can see that you are not from this world. The architects remember the history well, else we should forget it. I know that in the distant past, before the Eternal Freeze descended or the Legion invaded, this world was once prosperous beyond measure. An eon connected our planet to other worlds, and we discovered the endless possibilities of the boundless universe. We also came to know of Klapoth, the Amber Lord. Under their attentive gaze, we built the city walls. So do not be surprised. For 700 years, the architects have received no further communication from the stars. But I knew of your existence. Tell me why you have come.
We came here for something known as a Stellaron.
A Stellaron?
Objects that fell from the blue on separate worlds. Their appearance spelled disaster. Many of the planets we visited have suffered their effects. You mentioned invasion by the Antimatter Legion. Soon after their arrival, this planet suffered the Eternal Freeze. At the same time, the phenomenon known as fragmentum space corrosion began to occur. Correct?
Correct.
Stellarons bring about different disasters on different worlds, but every world seeded with a Stellaron will give birth to fragmentums. You can see us as kind-hearted interstellar public servants, lending a helping hand to any world affected by a Stellaron.
Your analysis of our current circumstances is clear. We have indeed suffered the disasters you speak of, some of which prove vexatious to us even today. But why should you, even if this Stellaron you speak of did bring about disaster, I fail to see its connection to you. I don't believe that anyone would go to such lengths to help a world unrelated to them. Unless they had something to gain.
You're right. Our reason for coming here is not purely selfless. If we don't seal the Stellaron, we cannot leave this planet.
Yeah, FYI, we're pretty awesome.
You know how to seal the Stellaron.
We have the relevant means.
Very well, I believe you. If our present situation is truly the result of this so-called Stellaron, then your arrival is the hope that Belobog has waited 700 years for. I am willing to assist you in any way possible to help you locate the Stellaron. It's getting late, and you must be tired. I will arrange for you to stay in our most comfortable hotel. Rest there and get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow at noon, I will dispatch someone to escort you here, and we can discuss this urgent matter in greater detail. It should be me thanking you, visitors from beyond the sky. I too need some time. I will go over our records for anything that may be connected to Stellarons. Please excuse me for not escorting you further. Of course, I understand. Do not worry. I have a way.
It seems that the Supreme Guardian holds you in high regard.
She's the big shot.
I'm afraid
Wait.
Well, I'd say that I recommend you visit Everwinter Monument first. And if you enjoy... Oh, and if you're...
So the corrosion is...
Yes, we're mounting a resistance.
Huh. For the theater of the mediocre.
Look at the carved ice! It feels perfect for this city somehow.
Whatever it's made of, it can't be ice.
I guess you're right. It's actually... that's the alley that Gepard mentioned. The one I can't believe how close it is to this.
They hadn't identified it. I bet all the shops and hotels in the vicinity...
Move back! This is your final warning.
What? But my proof of property...
The Fragmentum has already corroded this block. You can make a property retrieval request to the architects, but only Silvermane guards are permitted to enter here.
I can't believe Fragmentum corrosion has spread into the city. It sure is.
Please, try to...
If I can't...
So, this...
Neverwinter Workshop. Hey, didn't Gepard say there'd be a show?
He said you can sometimes catch an outdoor...
Darn. Oh, I'd been wondering. You see that heater over there? Why do they keep it outdoors? This city is... Normally you'd want a heater inside a building, right? If so, I'm not sure mighty is the right word for these architects.
Tiny heaters are no use against the Stellaron disaster.
You guys sure have a lot to say about that broken heater.
Oh, wow, she's cool.
Hi there. The name's Serval. I'm the owner of this workshop. If you got any broken equipment lying around, you can always come find me, though I can't guarantee...
Oh, we're okay. I was just curious about the heater.
Curious? About the heater? It's just a standard Geomarrow radiator. You can find them anywhere in the administrative district. Only just got here? Ah! I figured it out! I heard a loudmouth guard say that a group of outsiders had met with Cocolia. What an honor. Where are my manners? We can talk about heaters all day if you like. Let's have a chat. The heater you saw is just a standard Geomero radiator. They may not look like much, but they're real. The blizzards here are brutal. If we didn't have a reliable way of keeping warm, Belobog would long since have become a dead city. Isn't it just like cooking food over an open flame? If the house is a pot, then the heater is the stove it rests on.
When she puts it like that, it actually starts to make sense.
No sweat. This is, hey, seeing as great. Then let me give you a demonstration. Nice. You guys are pretty handy.
Do you just...
Well, I'd better carry on here. Why not?
Come around and have a look.
So tired. Wow, what a beautiful... Wanna have a pillow fight later? Huh? I bet they're stuffed with goose feathers.
March. Earlier in clip...
Stop, I know what you're gonna say. March, you said too much back there. March, you shouldn't reveal our goal to people we don't trust. Meanwhile, you guys were beating around the bush and... But check it out. Seems like we landed.
That's...
Alright, spit it out.
Earlier in Klipoth Fort.
Yeah, of course. This isn't my first expedition, you know. My powers of perception are sharper than the sharpest blade. Nope, she seemed normal to me. She was... Although, it felt like she was looking through me. As in, I know she was speaking to us, but it seemed like her gaze was fixed on something far away.
I had a similar feeling.
Do you have to put it like that? That's scary. Well, there's no...
Perhaps... let's get some... Is there anything left to do?
It was a long day.
Let's get to...
Well, I'm not...
Who are we? What do you want?
Hey, did you...
There's a group of...
this is a...
Let's go and meet them.
Commander Bronya is waiting for you all.
Are we in a lot of trouble? Huh? It's you. You were there at the fort.
I am Bronya Rand, acting commander of the Silvermane Guards. In the name of the Amber Lord and the Hyas, and as agent of the Supreme Guardian, I herewith tempt resistance will prove futile.
Wait a minute.
This is an orchestrated betrayal.
Looks like we've been downgraded to accomplice it.
That's because you always act without thinking.
Hey, I'm improving. I'm coming up with a plan right now. And got one. Danheng, the alley.
The one that's been sealed off. It's possible. March. Be ready to make an escape.
Huh? Really? I just wanted to say...
3 of a kind.
Shh! It's an old Astral Express escape signal. Do you play cards?
2 pair?
Hey, what are you whispering? Let's get going.
Ace!
Have an ice day! They charged straight in!
Escaping into a fragmentum. I don't know if they're overconfident or just...
Should we report them as missing, or...?
The Supreme Guardian's order was to arrest them. We cannot abandon our pursuit just because they fled into a sealed-off area.
Yes, ma'am.
Eradicate all threats to Belobog's security.
Ha! See? They weren't brave enough to follow us. Freedom! Serves them right. Better luck next time, slowpokes. Oh, please. It's the So, what happened back there? Why did the Supreme Guardian send people to arrest us?
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Time for the main event. Turn up the volume.
Do you have answers? Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
What's this?
Mediocre.
Clemency? Never heard of it. The time is now.
Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next. Just as my calculations predicted.
Pretty good crowd today.
Let's rock!
Let's test your knowledge.
I told ya I could fight.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
This can't be.
Go away!
This song's just for you. Keep up. It's my tempo!
Fail. Get out. I'm asking the questions. Never stop thinking.
I told ya I could fight. Stay right there while I give you a present. You can't run. Try that again.
Pretty good crowd today. Turn up the volume.
0 points. Next. Do you have answers?
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music conquers all.
Let's test your knowledge. I'm asking the questions.
This song's just for you. Keep up. It's my tempo. Oh.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood. Do you have... Think! Never stop thinking.
Time for the main event. Turn up the volume. Fight it or rock with it. My music conquers all. The show must go on.